It's not doing its thing. It's all frozen up. No, it's working. Can I be heard? Yep, golly. That's some pretty awful feedback. I am going through the fun process of removing the Gronk, like the really nasty lines on his legs. Just from the shaping process. Using my spoons and my scrapers, stuff like this, just to flatten out the shape. Because you kind of start with primitives. It's like 3D modeling in a sense. The fact that you don't start with a although like the precision of this is even lesser than 3D modeling, so you're starting out with even more primitives. I know it's probably not the most advantageous position to put the cameras, but more practice I'll get better. I'm quite surprised that I'm thoroughly enjoying sculpting. I mean, fundamentally, right now, what I'm really doing is applying alcohol to the ass of a make-believe creature. Goodness, I can't even England. It's pretty fantastic, the variety of tools that you can get from AliExpress. I wonder how clearly I'm coming through on voice chat. Whoever's watching through voice chat, you mind telling me if I'm giving too much feedback? Like, if the audio is awful? Because it is just off a laptop webcam, so it might be a bit gross. Also, person watching, do I know who you are? Are you a high school friend or a university buddy? Ooh, that doesn't look nice. Put that back where it was. Pretend that I never removed that. Also, something that I'm interested to find out is by the time that I get to silicone molding this, whether these like above the surface details, the stuff that tends to free float a little bit, I wonder if that'll work at all, or whether when I go to mold it, it'll just get pulled off by the molding process and having silicone behind it. I can see this guy's knee is becoming detached. Kind of wiggles about a bit. There's only a piece of wire behind. It does have an armature in it, but it's like a really limited armature. And even then, I didn't have the wire to do the armature in the first instance. The little substructure inside this thing. So I had to cut open the parts that I'd already made. Just cut like a little channel and then stuff a wire in there. But I'm thinking there's got to be a better way to smooth this stuff. Either I don't have the right stuff, I thought it was isopropyl alcohol that was designed for it. Well, not designed for it, but works particularly well. It just doesn't seem to be particularly aggressive. Maybe I'm expecting things to change too quickly. Or maybe I'm using the wrong tool too early. Maybe I should just still be scraping things down. Softening up the clay a little bit and scraping things down. It seems to be having a good result. But this is like genuinely a lot more aggressive. It's actually taking bits off. Little bits at a time. And eventually he's not going to have cuffs. He's not going to have heels either, because I'm going to carve them off trying to smooth. This isn't a long-term approach. Chivon's a really cool material to work with. I don't know if it's just the climate that I'm in, but it gets real sticky. And I chose the medium MSP. It's meant to be like more workable. Ooh, ooh. Can't drop Chivon on the floor though. That's a bad call. And I've just come to realise that my working face is incredibly angry. I have been told that I do a bit of murder face. Does this work? Probably too low, let's have a look. Yeah, it's too low. Icky. Still a bit of a work in progress, like it's a combination of having the smooth stuff. Boy, I need a shave. Needing just smooth stuff and still putting detail into things. How does everybody else stream so successfully? Maybe my head isn't cool enough. Got a really responsive audience. Wonder how bad this is showing through my internet. Let's have a look. Goodness, am I not even logged in? I don't think that's right. I'm not on Twitch. My channel. I should probably wipe that. It's better. Look at you. It's quite strange. Got a nice view of Mountain Man's armpit. Have a pretty substantial amount of blending to do. I think we use one of my favorite tools. These little clay pushers, they're embossing tools. Same thing you'd use for like, oh no! My cheap AliExpress tool. To be fair, that was already doing that. Okie dokie. I hope my audio mixing isn't painfully horrendous. So I think I'm putting enough effort into what I'm doing right now, the whole streaming business, to worry about that. it's a retro stream. I'll look back at this one day and be like, wow, that's really bad. And I'll be quite alright with that. This is my nature. Maybe I should bust out my girlfriend's microphone. She's got a nice streaming setup. Simple but like pretty good. Also kind of quiet. Oh, I have someone else watching. Hello, person. Let's have a look if I can get a better camera view of the model. AliExpress is pretty exciting. I mean, it's next level commercialism. Buying a whole bunch of non-recycled crap that, well, I don't know, I think it's okay. Depends how much use you get out of the items. And like, these are metal and wood, it's not like they're not recyclable at all. I don't know who's going to go to the effort to recycle something this small, but she might give you a proper look. Oh no, that's the camera. He's got a caboose hole, because it's just the easiest way to work on him. Sit him on a pike. Not very much face detail. Nice wooden shield. It's all like super unrefined at the moment, but it's a work in progress. And eventually I'll be selling them as a little pre-painted resin cast. Whoa! So people can, I don't know, I'm thinking about selling them both pre-painted and unpainted. Some people are really into the idea of painting their own, and over the last few years I've become a really big fan of playing D&D with my old high school friends. Since it moved away, we all keep in contact by playing some D&D together, and it's really neat. I think it'd be really cool to start a business making little resin casts. Epoxy. It's just something fun. It's really good for your mind, I find. A little bit sharper, intellectually. Not a lot though, just a little bit. I think most of the people that are going to be watching this though are likely going to be friends and family, or the occasional random person who I've never spoken to before in my life. I mean, it's a bit of a learning process for me as well, because this is like my third Sheehan sculpt ever. So maybe the quality isn't quite to the standards of what a lot of people are expecting, but I did a single model in university. I used to love using a program called ZBrush, which is like a digital sculpting. It's this, but on your computer with a tablet. And I still enjoy ZBrush, but I don't do it that often. Also, like, I want physical models more than just 3D models. 3D models are cool, and like, it's nice to have high quality demos of those 3D models, but I don't know, I think I'd far more enjoy having the model in my hand. Something to hold and play with and, you know, paint up, display. It has been a bit of a learning process doing this one. Certainly better quality than I've done before. Also, hello person who's watching my stream, single person. I appreciate your patronage. I somewhat expect you to yeet on out of here the moment I say that though. Pretty common. might have broke it up. Nope, we're good. Perfect. Pretty darn good. I think there was any particular inspiration for this. It is pretty uninspired. Gross goblin-like thing. Stolen bits. None of his own things. Let's see if I can get you a better resolution view of that. It might just be because I've scuffed up the screen again. Gotten it dirty. That's right. Boy. Hey person, on the stream, watching the stream, write something in chat. I require it of you, please and thank you, anything. Even if it's Mom. Hi Mom. My mom thinks I'm cool. I think though I might push you back a little bit. Because I want you to be able to see the whole thing. Oh, that's tough. Boy, this running a stream business is difficult. Don't focus on me, focus on this. 9 skipped frames. Oh no! I'm inquiring on Facebook about a pasta roller. Oh yeah. Time to get serious about rolling pasta. And sculpting putty. Rolling sculpting putty all day. I'm still the appeal personally to watch people's live streams. I get bored too quickly, but like they're pretty popular in general, and I don't particularly know why. I mean, I'm glad they are. It's a good revenue stream for a lot of people, but I don't know. I don't think I have the attention span for that. I'm surprised I have this attention span for doing the sculpting. I don't really even have enough space to do all of this. This desk is tiny. Been streaming for 20 minutes. I wonder if YouTube is archiving my stream so they can report me to the feds. I don't know what for. I'm a good boy. The goodest of boys. Oh, that's annoying. A lot of working on the finer details involves rolling out these super thin little play tubes and then rolling them flat using a rolling pin on pastry just to get like straps and belts and the seams on clothes. And it's probably one of the really nice uses of it as well. You just like lay a tube like this against the object and then blend one side in. You get a nice one-sided bevel. Is that what it's called? Or a flange? Technical terms for forms are great, like dodecahedron and flange, polygonal objects. Oh yeah. Boy, should open a window. It's an isopropyl alcohol. It's awful. Luckily, it doesn't seem to hurt my skin that bad, even though it says, you know, it can be an irritant. It's not that bad. Mostly just evaporates fairly quickly. This is pretty good. Haven't died yet. I wonder if I'm just white noise. Mr. Person watching the stream. Mr. Mrs. I'd be quite enthused if it was someone I knew. Actually, no, I think I'd be more enthused if it wasn't someone I knew. Just be glad someone's taking an interest in the Gronk I put online. Yep, it's me sit writing. Okay. Let's have a look. Let's see what it's doing. Oh, nothing too bad. That's fixable. The armature isn't holding up particularly well. Yeah. I'm gonna have mad crow's feet when I'm older. It'll be incredible. My face will be all crow's feet. Squint too much. Yeah. Engage with me, viewer. It's such a one-sided conversation. I'm a friendly guy. I'm a pretty neat guy. Once you get a little sugar in me, I'm a little bit crazy, a little bit wacky, a little bit cuckoo. A little bit of Sam Hyde here. Ooh, ooh. I think this must have been something that I did incredibly wrong, like skipped a step or something when I was making this. Because it seems harder and slower, although I think that's mostly because it's like one of the first ones I've ever done, so maybe I'm just expecting too much too quickly. Which is pretty normal, I guess. This guy needs toesies. My extra fine embossing tool. Like all that I needed to get this stuff moving, other than the epoxy, like the actual sculpting segment of it, which you can get paid pretty well for on its own, especially if you're freelancing or something like that. Yeah, all that I needed to get started was about 15 bucks worth of tools from AliExpress. Got a whole bunch of really cool stuff, and it's so cheap that if any of it breaks, it's no big deal. Chuck it in the recycling, go get a new one. It's getting pretty warm in here. I should probably open up some windows. He's gonna have 3 fat toes. I mean, he's humanoid, but he's not a human, so I can do what I want. No, I kind of look like a cat now. Fat cat foot. I might put a tiny little pinky toe on there. No, thank you. Fairy culture spooks me. It spooks me to the core. That doesn't look very good. Oh well. Better reinforce it's not trashness. I'm hoping to get to the point where I can be as detailed enough that I can do stuff like toenails and fingernails. These hands are real sloppy. They look like Sim's original hands, just big triangles, not even separated down. Everything's just like a crab claw. It's functional though. I can put the detail in afterwards. Pretty happy with how it's turned out though. It's pretty effective for a thieving goblinoid fella. Quite happy with how he looks. Just wish I was used to the medium already, because I keep accidentally breaking stuff. Too much pressure. It's quite delicate in places. Like the knee joints. I've only got a tiny piece of like circuitry wire. Is the armature. I don't think that's sufficient. You go to the hardware store and get some high gauge wire. Should probably connect an Instagram to this. Maybe I'll do it every day. At the moment I'm spending a reasonable amount of time at home doing sculpting. It certainly beats working at a brewery, in my opinion. I don't know. It's nice to have my own quiet little space and be super comfortable and do something mildly creative. Should probably get that better in view. Can I get away with that? Oh yeah, it's alright. Cool. Just went to the $2 shop and bought some like little knockoff low quality ass beads for his eyeballs. I think it's pretty neat for something so cheap. I mean, a bit of effort's gone into making them, but it's still not done. I think one of the hardest parts on this is trying to figure out the form of the clothes, the clothy parts, like the little bands on his chest and stuff. They're super easy, like the bands holding the metal plate on his forehead. But like the flow of the pants, the plumes are wide enough. It's almost unnatural. I'm be real excited for when this is done though. And I guess person who's watching, if you're interested, if you post your email in that's really not safe. Yeah, I guess you could. If you wanted to. Post your email in chat, you can have the very first epoxy cuffs for free. I mean, you might have to pay shipping, but it'd be super light. Okay. A lot of this is just figuring out what's the most efficient way to do what I want to do. Like right now I'm trying to figure out how to put laces on his feet. I think I'm going to put two little flaps like this and then bring them in on one side to make a fake seam, and then go backwards and forwards with a super thin little piece to make the string. But it all has to be flush, I think, because of that same issue I was talking about before with the epoxy. When I go to epoxy this thing, if the stuff isn't flush and the epoxy, I mean not the epoxy, sorry, the silicone, if the silicone gets behind it, I'm pretty sure it'll just tear whatever detail I've made off, because it's disconnected directly from the surface in parts. Oh yeah, still do. Also, the other day, girlfriend's birthday, we went and saw the new Harry Potter series, like replacement, their knockoff, their what do they call it? Anyway, it's pretty good. It's nice. Johnny Depp's surprisingly good for an old look. It does look quite old now though. Like, he could not do another Pirates of the Caribbean it. He probably could, but I think his character would have to change quite a bit. He's visually changed a lot. I'm just say that old folks. I don't know, I'm digging myself a hole. I wonder if I'm being botted. I wonder if this person is actually watching. These are really cool as well. Little silicone tip. It's like a paintbrush almost. It's too long. I do it. And at this point, I'm so new to the concept of sculpting this way that I don't know if I'm making a whole bunch of mistakes. I'm sure there are a whole bunch of way easier ways to do what I'm attempting to do. Practice makes perfect though, I guess. Actually, how good would he look without the shoes laced? Probably alright. Probably what? Oh yeah? That's okay. I'm super excited for this to all be done. Getting kind of bored with this sculpt. Been at it for a bit. This leg's disconnecting again! And I'm losing light. Person watching, if you haven't tried D&D, I'm an advocate for it. It's fantastic. Play it, try it, see if you like it. It's interesting, it's fun, it's a good meme. There's some incredible memes that come out of it. Just find a group of people that you quite like spending time with, because you'll probably be spending a couple hours with them. Goodness, whoever's watching's been watching for a while. Thank goodness for you. You're a treasure. Like even these lamps, I was talking about how cheap stuff from AliExpress was before. Even these lamps, I got 2 of them, $6 each. And they're variable brightness, so I can do this way late into the evening without disturbing the lovely waifu, who is currently at work. Thanks for keeping me company, random stranger. I'm very flattered to have your company. So kind of you. And also this goblin man has no ass. He is without ass. There's so much smoothing I have to do. Yeah, basically the whole idea with the isopropyl alcohol is purely for smoothing. It's kind of like water, but it evaporates quicker, and it melts the wax that's in the clay. It's non-sulfurous wax clay. Non-sulfurous Plastoline, I think that's what NSP means. Ah, but this is a good Christian stream. I don't swear. That's untrue. I'm still going to attempt to be a good lad. In case my mama does watch this stream. Huh, you should share this on my Facebook. Let's see if we can get some friends on board. Here's my URL, baby. Give me the URL. Oh, sweet! I don't have any guideline strikes or copyright strikes. I've got like a total of 2 videos, I think. Or something like that. Live streaming. Give me the this. Please. Please. Maybe I should start doing concept art for the videos that I make, so I can actually work from something directly instead of just pulling it out of my butt. There it is. Sheehan Foote. Hopefully mine lads come to visit. Let's have a look. Changes made. Okay. Did that work? Did it share? Yee. Working this is a lot of fun now. It's just so delicate. Done a little bit of work with like regular earthenware clay. That's pretty fun too. I think the reworkability of this, it's like a built-in undo button. You can never really mess up too incredibly that you can't just go back and re-sculpt it. You don't have a time on it. NSP is fantastic. I think Sheehan's the company that makes NSP. I don't know if there are other companies. I don't know how the classification system works with this stuff. Other than that, you can get it soft, medium, and hard. Ooh, that's a good thumbnail. Look at that. Thanks for sticking around, person. Oh, you just left. Dang. Ooh, that's good. Zachy. Zachy on the hand meat. My stream is without peeps. Oh, yeah. Oh, what a visitor. Hello. Is it a person from Facebook? Is it one of my bro lads? Or my family-rino? That would be cool. If you're a bro lad or a family-rino, post in the chats. I need attention. Oh, bad. My lovely lady friend finishes work soon. So we'll have a guest on the stream. Hello, person friend. not gonna post in chat. Not gonna say hellos. I'd appreciate a hello. Would be nice. Especially if you're a previous bro. Brofist. Original meme. Oh. Who is this person? Is it the same person? I have a total of 1 viewer. I had 2 viewers at one point. Oh yeah. Big leagues now, kids. I'm an adult. I'm grown up. Oh, so much polishing. I wish I had a butane torch or something. This stuff doesn't burn. Well, it does burn, but like at incredibly high temperatures, like an alcohol torch. But at the same time, I don't want to set off the fire alarm. The sprinklers. Just because the smoothing with the alcohol is taking so long. And I only have very small brushes, and I can't really work with my hands at this point. It's all instrumental. Physical. Let's get physical. Physical. Ooh. I don't know why I thought this was a good idea. Ain't nobody talking, ain't nobody saying hello. I'm internally pipping right now. I'm not audiogenic enough. They don't sound excited enough. Kind of bothers me that people on YouTube are all like, I can't even do it. Explosively happy? How do you be explosively happy to white noise? I ain't talking to nobody. Should be like a massive live chat. That would be fat. Everybody's got webcams. You just talk to whoever. That's why I like playing video games. Met heaps of bros from all over the world. Like my Swedish bro. Shout out to Emil. He's a totes lad. Mad lad. 2016 whenever I met him. Pretty sure it's still in hometown by then. Sorry about the slow progress, man. Let's have a look. I wonder if I am getting messages and I just can't see them. Please talk. Which is fine too. Where's me? Is that me? Nah, nobody's saying nothing. Golly. That's okay. You don't have to say anything. Some really cool channels on YouTube recently, like Peter Draws. He's some guy from America that does these really cool reviews of quill pens and stuff. I'm not trying to be indie or nothing. I don't know, it's interesting. He's got a pretty good art style. I like it. I like it a lot. He does lots of line work and occasional watercolor and stuff. It's really interesting. He's quite a funny guy. Fairly personable. But it's like so natural, you know? He's not trying to be... I don't know, might be. He doesn't seem to be trying particularly hard to be incredibly personable, just seems second nature. Very eccentric, but like in the best way. I'd suggest checking out Peter Draws. It's a cool channel. Just some really neat stuff. Like, it's a little bit surreal and abstract, but it's quite a bit surreal and abstract. I don't know. It's quite cool though. Like, not normally my thing, but I found I quite enjoy it. I think I might need to invest in an alcohol torch, but I don't want to burn down my flat. I don't have like a dedicated space. This is kind of like improvised. Definitely not the most workable situation. Thank you, loyal companion. Much appreciated. Especially if I know you, and especially if I don't. Just especially in general. General specialty. I think I might go away for a moment and get an energy drink. When I do stuff like this, I often forget to close my eyes. And I make a lot of angry faces. I'm known to make murder face while I watch television. It's a good thing I don't really watch television anymore. Too much murder face. Set the camera up on my shoulder, or like have it behind me so you can see exactly what I'm doing. The Lasus mounted camera. I ain't got no fancy setup. Like all of these rich folks do. Nobody starts out with a fancy setup, I guess. Unless their parents pay for it. What are your thoughts, person, on our goblinoid? You've got any suggestions for what to add to him, what he needs, what would make him cooler, more handsome, more goblinic? I'm so glad I didn't have to listen to myself talk. It's really discomforting. I hope I'm not showing up my internet too dramatically either. We shall see. It's a really fun process though. It's really nice to not have these strict guidelines as well. Ooh, that was a piece of junk in my clay, but it's actually the armature poking through the skin. Whoops. Oh no. I need to patch that up. Oh. That was popping, B. Ooh, that's another piece of using. Okay. Looks a lot better in general. I'm wondering whether I should cast this and then like mold it, cast it, and then work on it hard. Work on it from a plasticine solid, and then instead of sculpting it, just like work on carving it gently. One of the other annoying things about NSP is it's a little bit sticky, and it tends to pick up lots of hair and stuff. And I keep getting isopropyl alcohol in my cuts because it goes around and tell you that. Oh, 2 watches. Just wanted to show everybody my cool hat. But like, if you want, we can find a way to send you out an epoxy sculpt of this once it's done. If you want it, a neat little statue that you can keep in your house and show off to all your friends, completely free. Only if you want it though. I'm not going to hound you for it. I'm not going to chase you down and make you take it. But like, it's got to be interest. The sweet lady friend is going to be putting up a website in a little while. We'll have her own domain. And I'm going to be doing resin casts of creature sculpts. All sorts of stuff. D&D monsters, made up Gronk, I think. I'm going to be doing, by the lady friend's suggestion, a takeoff of a mermaid, but instead it's deep sea. So instead of it being all pretty and stuff, it's going to be based off stuff like anglerfishes and dragonfish, kind of penis, like a sea hag. I think that'd be cool. I don't know, I want my sculpts to have dark undertones. I don't know, I just enjoy sculpting stuff like that. I don't like cutesy as much. I don't like it at all. It's cutesy. Just something that's the sort of stuff I'll be sculpting. Not unless I have to. Hello person. I hope you have a good day. Person, where have you come from? Make use of chat and thing. Communicate with your bro. We all boys here. We lads, we fam. I wonder how terrible it will sting when I like eventually get isopropyl alcohol in my eye hole. Because I undoubtedly will. I know I will. Almost just then. It'll be an experience. I'll know what it's like. No, I'll know to avoid it. But for now, I don't know to avoid it, so I guess I'm going to have to try it. I guess I'm going to have to pour isopropyl alcohol directly into my eyeball. It's the only sane conclusion to come to, that I have to know. It's logical. What am I talking about? What am I pulling out of my butt? Yes, pour dangerous chemicals in your eye hole stream. Genius. First stream off to a good start. Person in chat, you give me $50. I'll pour some isopropyl alcohol in my corneas. I may never be able to see again, but at least I'll have $50. Oh yeah. So it looks considerably better than it did. It looked like a really bad quality furry knockoff foot. There he is. Oh! Who could have avoided that? What new? Now it's all separating because the isopropyl alcohol tends to do that. On all the smaller parts that aren't like heavily blended in, they separate. Oh, that's annoying. I can make that work. I'm echoing. Thanks, Jasmine. How bad? I wonder why. I've only got one audio source going, and I can't hear my own stuff. Let's have a look. Yeah, you can see it bouncing. No. Audio source. Audio capture. Thanks for the company, Jazz. I've been talking to myself for like an hour straight. It's been a fat meme. Oh, I've got 2 people now. Sweet! I'll try and fix that annoying audio. I'm trying to fix that issue. But I don't know how to set it so it only does sound capture from the one device. Audio output mode. Maybe that? Is it still doing it, Jasmine? I need your assistance. Maybe I'll just delete this and see what it does. No, it's still going crazy. I'm gonna be losing video in a second. Did it? Not echoing anymore? Does it echo when I put my video devices back on? Yes, man. Hasn't even shown up on the stream yet. I've turned stuff back on. Still echoing? Is it echoing right now? Let's have a look. Should only be receiving audio from one device. Oh, sweet. Cool. I wonder who this other person is. Is it a random? Woo! Let's have another go at that. Oh. Finding the right way to do this is quite difficult. Focus, dang you. Oh. I'm gonna have to play with the settings again. I'm so many layers deep. It's pretty good. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I got that from for my birthday. The sweet lady friend made the pixel art for it, and then she put our names on it. It's adorable, and it's my favorite. I think that'll work. Hello, other person. Okay. It's not a fun process. It's incredibly boring, but it needs to be done. It'll look so nice when it's done. There are incredible advantages to what I'm doing, but it's so slow. It triggers ADHD. Ooh. I have to go over this whole model, smoothing out all the ugly stuff with a silicone brush, smearing alcohol on it. The alcohol melts the wax in the clay. And it takes so long. But if I want to resin cast this and send it out, well, I'm thinking that once this is done and I've got my first resin cast of it, I'll give the first one away for free. To whoever hawks my my live stream the best. Show me your top quality hawking and you can have a free cute ass model of a grumpy goblin boy with stolen shoe and what looks to be a whale cap for a shield. If you want free stuff, do it. Hawk my stuff. Hawk my show, bro. Now even then, if people give me the means to, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to just pick somebody at random and give the first one away free. Let's have a look. Hawking, like displaying, sharing, getting rid of. Let's Google it. Maybe I'm being a complete gronk. Oh yeah, no, it's a Middle English term. Yeah, to sell or to pawn something, to throw something, is to hawk. Sell my live stream to your boys, to your fam. I need notoriety. It's the lifeblood that I subsist on. I mean, you know, as of today. As of the moment that I had any kind of public presence. Whew. Thanks for engaging, Jasmine. Engaging with the live stream. It ain't hardly nothing. I'm gonna put it up tomorrow as well, though. It's good encouragement to get this done. And more isopropyl alcohol in my cuts. Ow. Do you want a free minifig, Jazz? It's pretty cool. That's not really mini. Do you want a free fig, Jazz? Okay, time to do some additive stuff. How many toes does a goblin have? Are they just regular humanoids? Do they have the regular amount of toes? Marianne can do plushies. Oh, I can do knitting and sewing too. Either way, I still might give you one. By the sounds of it, I'm gonna have to find a way to get rid of them. One toe? Their whole foot is a single toe? Sounds nasty. Is that what you mean? Yeah, we're just down the road from the local tabletop store. Hi, Ethan Lovelock. Are you the other person watching? Oh, yeet. Cool. You guys wanna hawk my talents? Please, I need people to hawk. As much hawking as possible. All of the hawk. Also, by the looks of it, there's incredible lag. Sorry if I take ages to reply to anything you say. Thanks, man. I think it looks pretty sweet too. I'm excited to get to the next stage where I don't have to sculpt anymore and I can start sanding. Everybody's friends. This is a good Christian stream. Hi, little brother Liam. I saw your Instagram. It's fantastic. I like the heavily geometric constructions. They're fantastic. Bye lads and fam. Enjoy your animatrix. Also, Ethan, if you get time, you should totally look at Star Citizen. It would be a fat meme. I've got 3 people watching. Who's number 3? You weren't that bad, Ethan. I mean, sometimes. Most of the time you're pretty good. I'm loving this engagement with my audience. Yeah, it's still Invader, but these next few patches are a lot more stable than they were, and the graphics are real fantastic. And I don't know, I think it's pretty neat. I need more people to play it with, though. Well, that's lame. I don't know how to change that. I'm glad the video recording makes it look really good, because it's a whole lot more scrappy to me. Well, my point of view of it, at least. Difficult. Digital design is my passion. Ooh, owie. What do you reckon? Does the 3-toe work? Should be about right, about in the right place. Whoa. Some stank ass lighting. Gross 3-toed foot. Hi Liam. How you doing? Thanks for checking out what I'm doing. It's nice to have the online company. Hey, I'm doing that thing that I said I was gonna do. Ooh, I think that's me. I'll catch you fam later.